Yde, can I ask you for one last favor before I let you go? 关注月八哥，一键三连。
关注月八哥，一键三连。
大家好，我是八哥。那今天的视频不得了，首次的中外合作视频，我请来了职业圈无人不知的丹麦选手Yde，给国内的观众分享他的心得。那Yde呢，他在19年和20年在这个强手如云的欧洲赛区都是突围了，打入了2届全球总决赛。加上呢，他在网上还制作过600期的视频，在全网有几十万个粉丝，人气是非常高的这么一位选手。那国内的不少观众呢，也看过他的精彩操作集锦，比如说1级账户上红牌之类的视频我抱着这种试一试的心态去联系了一下他，结果呢，Yde他听说要给国内的观众录视频，二话不说，没有任何条件就答应我了，非常的干脆。那这期因为干货实在是太多了会比较长，希望大家呢尽量可以看到最后。如果没时间看的话，也请大家高抬贵手，3连一波，尽量让更多的朋友能看到这期视频。谢谢大家。
Yde, thank you so much for making this video happen.
Thank you for inviting me.
So before we start, could you please say hello to all the Chinese viewers out there?
So, ni hao, everyone.
And I'm really happy to be doing this because I'm a big fan. You've been one of the best Brawl Stars players in the world for a long time. And the community, they know you really well from Brawl Stars Championship. You also stream a lot and post a ton of videos. So many viewers know you in China for pushing like level 1 accounts, your Mortis trick shot videos, those are like super famous, and all kinds of crazy challenges. Today's video may be a first where a Chinese content creator interviews an European pro, and we're creating some kind of history here. So you've been competing at the top level since forever, right? For the fans that do want to improve, like get to that next level, could you please share some tips on how to effectively get better?
Once you look at your replays, what have you played? What have you done that didn't work so well? What have you done that worked? A lot of people in Brawl Stars, they are missing the point that it's a team game. If you want to go pro in this game, you need to have a team to play with. It's really important that you actively search for a team to play with. You need to have a group of people with the same motivation as you. Get your name out there, get a team, and then improve together as a team. You can focus a lot on yourself, but if you are the best player in the game, but you don't have a team to play with, you can never be competing in esports, and you can never be the world champion. In the end of the day, it is as a team that you take the wins, that you take the losses. At the really high level in Brawl Stars, all the players are really good, but the teams who win, they're the ones that play best together as a team. So if you have a good synergy, if you have practiced a lot together and you know all the call-outs, you know how to talk together, this is what really makes the difference. And this is how the good teams stay at the top. This is how the good teams win against the other good teams. It's because they are better together as a group.
Can we talk a bit about your device? What kind of tablet do you play on?
For me, I have always played on an iPad. So when I first got the game, I actually installed it on an iPad. And the device I play on right now, I have it right here. It's an iPad Pro that I play on. Let me just unplug it. The small version of the iPad Pro, it's for me the best device because it's what I used to play on. When it comes to the pro esports scene, there is also some people that prefer to play on phone. So there's nothing wrong with playing on a phone. There is some very good phones to play Brawl Stars on too. It comes down to taste if you prefer to have a small screen or a big screen. The people that I know, the majority of them uses the iPad Pro. I know even a lot of people who have played on a phone, but they've wanted to try to iPad Pro, and once they switched to it, they really liked it a lot. There is some people that still play very good on a phone, so I can't say if it gives an advantage or not, but there's definitely something about having a device that have a high refresh rate for the screen so that the gameplay is really smooth. Like I've seen Bilibili, I don't know if I pronounced this correct, but I don't understand anything on the website, so it's really hard for me to like navigate around.
I'm gonna do a few like easy light questions. So what's your favorite showdown map of all time?
My favorite showdown map is Skull Creek. This map is one of the first maps in the game, and when the game was first released, I was actually a showdown main. Like I didn't have really a lot of people to play with when I first started playing. I just pushed by myself, and this was just such a fun map to play El Primo on and just jump around on people. So I don't play a lot of showdown anymore, but for the nostalgia, I love to like play this map if it's out, if I see it. Like it's not so strong anymore, Primo, so I'm not sure if you can make him work now, but for sure, back in the first time Brawl Stars was released, Primo was like the best brawler in the game. First of all, if you want to push at brawlers rank 35, I'd say it's not possible to do without a team. Like all the brawlers I push to rank 35, I have done it with a team. I haven't heard once about one person who have done it with randoms, because Brawl Stars, it's a team game. Even better if you can talk with them when you're playing. But the best brawler, I'd say right now, the easiest to push, it would have to be Stu, just for like regular ladder. When he first came out, he was really broken and he did get nerfed. Even after the nerf, he's still one brawler that you can have a lot of good matchups against. And when you're playing in just normal ladder, you don't have any bans. So you need to have just one brawler that's really versatile. I wouldn't say that Stu is necessarily the most easy brawler to play for everyone. But if you are good enough to push a rank 35, I think Stu would definitely be a good option. I think he looks super like different from the others. When he shoots, there's gonna be shots all over the place. I'm super excited to get my hands on him when it comes out in the actual game. And I will be, of course, trying to push him to rank 35 when he comes out like the other ones. If he's gonna be strong or not, it's really gonna depend a lot. Also, balance changes come into the game. The time he comes out, there will be a lot of changes. But if we imagine that he's released right now into the game, just the range looks insane. So I think definitely he could be viable. I see definitely a lot of potential with him. I really like Spike. Like, it's one of my favorite brawlers in the game as well. And he looks pretty similar to Spike.
In terms of like your least favorite brawler, which brawler do you think should get deleted right away?
Definitely, I mean, I have to say Dynamite. Just, it's the nemesis, because this brawler I just have avoided to play for so long. It's it's a bit of a running joke on my channel, but since I play Mortis so much, it's like food for Mortis. Maybe also one other brawler that I have something against, if I can pick two. The second one would definitely be Jackie. I play him a lot when it comes to esports, because
you play him
you have to play with him, right? But it's such a simple brawler. Like, he can only basically auto him and shoot like a small circle around him. I think it's like really simple for the game. It's maybe not the most interesting brawler to have in the game. I get to hate maybe two brawlers. I think it's a great way to have a more competitive mode in the game that is really easy for anyone to just play. And you can play it alone by yourself, or you can play it with a team. Personally, I find it really annoying to play with randoms, but if you don't have anyone to play with, it can still be a great way to show your individual skill and try to progress through the ranks. So even though you're going to be losing a lot of games because of your bad randoms, you're still going to be winning the majority of the games if you're good. And it can be one way you can be seen more if you're a new player who wants to be discovered, and also gives this chance for players to play more competitive matches in a team as well. So for me, it's just brought new life to the game, because I mostly scrim when I'm in the game, basically having this competitive matches in a friendly room against another team. But now I'm having a lot of fun also just hopping in with some people and playing ladder, having a more tournament-like experience when I'm playing the game.
So a huge chunk of the player base, they're stuck in the silver and the gold ranks in Power League. So could you give us some pro tips on just how to get past that stage, how to push effectively in Power League?
Be aware of what are the good picks to play on all the different maps. So I can't point out any particular brawlers right now, because there's just such a variety in maps and in game modes. Have a good idea for what is the best picks, and then if you can make sure you have the good picks, that's going to give you an advantage. There's other factors as well, like you're going to be seeing which brawlers the enemy teams pick, and you're going to also have the chance to ban out some brawlers. There's really just a lot of variety. Like, you're not going to be playing the same game every time. When it comes to esports, you're seeing like Bell being banned. It's the new brawler. It's really good on some maps, and also brawlers like Jean, Sandy, Max. You see them a lot in esports right now. Just they are really versatile and really like play good together. But these might not be the best picks if you're playing in the lower ranks. If you want to just get out of the first leagues you're playing, you might want to just pick some brawlers that you're really confident with, because you don't want to be stuck on some brawlers that you're not very good with. For example, in my team that I'm playing on, I don't play all the brawlers in the game. I only play the brawlers that I'm comfortable with. Even if it's a good brawler, if you're not very good with it, it's not gonna help you to pick this brawler. You're just gonna be losing the game still.
When I told my subscribers that I'm doing an interview with Yde, so they asked about that Chinese character, Duan, that you had in your name for like the longest time. So could you tell us like what was that about?
It's like an inside joke that I'm short because I'm very tall, so it's like a joke to write that I'm short.
So how tall are you actually in terms of like centimeters?
It's a secret.
Wow, must be really tall then. Those are some really amazing tips, and I really appreciate it. So I hope everyone that's watching enjoyed this video as much as I did. And I definitely look forward to more videos coming from you and like your future performances at the BSC monthly finals.
Thank you so much for having me for the interview. It was really unexpected to be invited, so thank you so much. It was really cool. Gensho Yubaka, Yichin Salian.
Awesome.
Is it understandable?